Good day, everyone. Abraham Carranza coming to you from Miami Studios, and we are doing a week at a glance. We wanted to go over just a couple of things that we've got going on. We're beginning of the month, beginning of the week, and kind of the second week of the month. But really wanted to discuss what we're going to be going over this month. We're going to be going over organized planning, and really, what does that mean? Just for a little bit of for you guys that maybe are not familiar with what we do, we have our Scaling for Life every morning, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. And that's going to be in English. And then in Spanish, we have that at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And these classes we have throughout every morning to help people stay on track. It's all about staying on track, knowing where you're going. Every month, we're hitting one of the laws of success and how to apply them. Also, this month and every month, we always have a seminar towards the end of the month. I believe we're going to be doing this one on the 30th of June, and that should fall on a Thursday, I believe. We'll be putting that up there on the screen for you guys to see and be able to apply to get in here and be here in live as well. Organized planning, what does that mean? That means really planning where you're going and having an organized method. I'm going to touch on a couple of basic facts. And it's going to be really on static mind and dynamic mind. Let's go back to what's the root cause of everything that we see in life? What is the root cause of the things we have, the things we don't have, the places we want to go, the places we're not able to go, the places we are at? Everything goes back to the way we think. Now, there's a difference between a static thought and dynamic thought. Static thought means it's you're thinking about here and you're going there. You're thinking about going there and you're here. Do it, don't do it. You really have no direction, right? So it's very important to understand that there's a difference between static and dynamic. Static is if you can refer back or go back to the times where you flip on the TV and there's no clear signal. You don't get a clear image. You don't see what you're supposed to see. You see static. You see this fuzziness. And maybe you, here and there, you start to get the program and it comes in and out, it comes in and out. Well, that's the way our minds work. When the mind is set and you know where you're going, you have a vision, you know what you're doing, you know exactly what to do, and you're on target, you're on time, you're doing the things that you need to be doing, and you're moving towards a definite end. Now, that's going to be a dynamic mind. The static mind doesn't know where it's going, doesn't know what it's doing, and it's just floating along. And maybe you've been at different points of time where you felt on key and other times you didn't. And if you really go back to how was I thinking? What was I thinking about? Was I even thinking? Or was I just floating along? And when we start to notice that we're floating along or we're floating through time or floating through space, we start to really see that we were really not working with a vision. We really didn't have a goal. We were just kind of letting that old term, life happens, happen. And if you continue to let life happen, just happen, you're not creating reality. You're becoming a victim of reality. You'll be soon talking about how the circumstances created you. You'll be starting to point the finger at other people. You'll be pointing the finger at other things outside of yourself. That's a victim's mentality, and you don't want to be there for very long. And if you are there, get out of it. Set a vision, set a goal. Set a time, set a date for the acquirement of that goal and that vision. When we find ourselves lost, when we find ourselves not knowing where we're going or what we're doing, we become the plaything of the thing around us. That's not an accident. That's because we don't have clearly defined goals. Now, this is so important. Why is it so important? Why is a goal so important? Why is it important to have a goal and a vision? Because it's your whole life. That's it. That's all you've got. One shot. As far as you know it, what are you doing with it? Now let's go to this static thought. It's very important to take that static thought to a dynamic thought. That means really defining where you want to go, what you want to see, what you want to experience. It's very important to have that insight and knowing where you're going, knowing why you're doing it. It's very important to have a meaning behind your goal. There's no meaning behind your goal. There's really no reason to do it. There's no reason to get up in the morning. There's no reason to acquire it. You need to have the why. What is the why and what is the vision? As you start to define your why, what is the meaning behind it, you're given clarity in your vision. You'll be able to understand it more. Now, the people that get up and get on with life and create their life are the people that have dynamic thoughts. These people organize their ideas to definite ends. Now, one of the most important things that should be taught in school, and it really is not, is how to organize all those ideas to definite ends. That's right. How to organize all of those ideas that you're picking up, using memory, right? You're picking up all this book knowledge and you're getting all this information and you're putting it in the storehouse of your subconscious mind to do what with it? To do what? Now, they really don't teach you this in school. They don't teach you how to take all of those ideas to definite ends. Now, this is so important because it's your whole life. When you take a vision and you can do it on purpose to a definite end, chances are you're going to acquire it. Every plan that you make will be done on purpose. Why? Because you have meaning behind your vision. Then you're going to organize all of the ideas you have, and if there's some that are missing, if there's information that's missing, guess what? You know where to go and get it because you're thinking about it. Your advanced decision making, where do I have to go? What do I have to get? What ideas do I have to pick up? What lessons do I need to learn? Why not learn lessons from other people that have acquired the things that you're working towards? Why not go find those people? Well, it's important to do these things and put things in the right order so that you can really get to your vision in a timely manner. And also so you can experience and have fun through this journey we call life. If not, we meet up into circumstances, we meet up into life because we didn't select, we didn't choose where we're going, what we're doing. We become victims because we just let go of the dreams, we let go of the visions, and we give in to the circumstances. We give in and we do as others do. It's called conformity. It's even worse when it even feels good to conform, and it even feels good. That's when you're really stuck. Now, dynamic thought is an important principle. And if you don't really understand it, you're going to go back to your conformed way of thinking, the way you were programmed to think. If you're not steadily working towards your vision, you're going to go back to what you know how to do. If you're on this call just looking at this for a couple of seconds, you're like, forget that. You're going to go back to doing what you would normally do. How do I know that? Because that's what you're programmed to do. I know that. Everybody that does not set a vision and set a new target continually is never moving into a new direction. You're going to conform and you're going to fall in to how everybody else does it and do what they do, and before long, you're stuck in a rut. How do I know this? Because I've been studying the mind, and this is what we do. We do this on purpose. We teach people how to go beyond where they've ever been, and possibly where they ever would have gone. I'd like for you guys to really take a look at what we're doing here. We're teaching individuals how to actually rewire the way they think so that they can live the way they want to live. Now, it's important to understand what are paradigms and programming and how they play a big role in all the above. If you don't understand the way the mind works, you're going to get stuck, and you're going to get to the point to where you see an opportunity, but you don't take it. You're going to get to the point to where maybe you do take the opportunity, but the fear, the doubts, and the worries come in, and somehow you self-sabotage this baby over and over again. If you've been there, if you've gone there, and you don't know how to get to the next level, we could take you there. We know exactly what's going on, and we know how to help you surpass these things, help you to understand these things. And then again, it goes back to the way we think. It goes back to mindsets. You have to have a bulletproof attitude to get through the mind, to be able to get through the circumstances. It takes guts, it takes courage to go and do what you don't know how to do. And we help individuals do that. I was stuck once. I was really stuck. But I no longer wanted to live in that manner. So I had to go study, and I had to go study things that were not normal. I had to go study with people that were not normal because success is not normal. And if I would have stayed studying and listening to the people that are around me, I'd still be there with them, and they're still there too. Not an accident that you're at where you're at. It's a program. It's an environmental program. Now, if you're looking for this information and you really want to grow, click on the button, say yes. One of our consultants will get a hold of you and talk to you. Affiliates will get a hold and talk to you. We'll get you set up in our classes and courses, but you've got to bet on you. And if you don't make a decision to bet on you, nobody else will. Nobody's going to help you win. Nobody's going to help you achieve, because this is personal. Personal improvement is a personal idea. And the only person that ever really achieves it are the people that do it. And it was personally chosen. Make a decision. Make the bet on you. We're glad to have you guys. You want any more information on this, or you want some videos on what we do, or you'd like to speak to me or Taha or one of our affiliates or personal advisors, let us know. We'll be happy to help. That was, one more time, Zach. Yep, if you're interested on any more of this information, thank you, Zach. Zach's always taking care of me. He's in my ear. We have a live webinar on Thursdays, and you want to learn more about the mind and how it works, you're welcome to that as well. So you guys feel free to send us a message, and we'll be in contact. That was Weekend at Glance, and we'll be talking.